Alright, this is Andy Jeans after midnight, but I really just wanted to talk to you about some of the little accents that I have picked up by listening to it and playing it over and over and over and over. Things that the tabs don't show you, and unless you are actually really paying attention and feeling the song, you're probably not going to catch. I don't know. Just a couple a bunch actually. Take it back from the beginning. I'm going to pause on the accents on what I'm talking about. And while helping somebody else learn this song, I've noticed some of the struggles that they're having with it, and it's catching the groove of the lick. I'll explain when I get to them, but honestly, even this first opening riff, if you don't catch the groove to it, then you're just going to be playing the tab. But there's a nice little swing to it. It goes. And just from the beginning of that, it's, you know, you can play it. I've seen a lot of people play it, and it's something like that. But what really helped me, what is helping me get this song is, it's hard. I mean, everybody sings their favorite song. You know what the next word is because you've sang that song. So the way I'm putting it is, I want to be able to sing the song, because as soon as I can sing the song, I'll know what note's next. Then you'll know the groove. Then you'll know the high tone, the low tone, and the swing of everything. So, without even playing the guitar, listen to the song, feel the song, sing the song. Even if it's just a 10-minute section at a time, sing that 10-second segment until, in your head, whatever. And then when you go to play it, you'll know the swing of it. You'll know the flow of it. You'll know what note's next. You'll know what it's supposed to sound like, instead of just playing it with like a zombie. So, we'll get to these first parts that I'm talking about. Right there. I don't know if it's just me or what, but when he goes, I'm thinking I'm hearing an extra, like you slide to it from this one, and you hit it again. Maybe it's not a full heavy hit, but it's a something like that. If I'm wrong, correct me, but that's just what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing. That's another little spot too, if you want to get to it. It goes, you slide to it, just like with the first one. You go. But he pauses for a second. He kills the note, kills the vibration, everything, and then, so it goes. then right here is a pinch harmonic slide. Just little things that I'm catching while learning this song. Harmonic there too. And that's a tricky spot too. So when you play it and you learn the notes, try to, instead of picking all of the notes, try to make it like almost like it's a run-on sentence, but it flows really good. So it goes, instead of we'll go from here. Then this part, sing it. It really helps being able to know what you're playing before you're playing it. You know, it's like that's just my way of helping me learn. If it helps you, then try it. And when he does the whole, he does it different each time. Each time it has a different, like this one has the harmonic. The next one after that is 2 palm mutes. Then there's that pause right there. When you're wanting to learn a fast song, what you're thinking is, I gotta be fast. You gotta play fast. You gotta play fast. But it's not really there are fast parts, yes. But somebody like Andy James is able to go really fast and slow, then stop, go fast, slow. Like, so you gotta be able to, even if you mess up and you get 1 note further the next time, you're going to run out of notes until you're done with that section or that song. So when say you go like this and you fuck up, right? Start over. Say you go, you fuck up, start over. That's still 1 note further. Now that's in your head. Now you know, now you're that much further. 2 more notes, 1 more note, whatever. The thing is you're gonna run out of notes, even if you get 1 note further every 5 times you play this song. I have played this song probably fucking 150 times. 5-minute song, 150 times. And I've only been learning it for a week maybe. But I have Andy James on a playlist, so I've heard this song for the past, I really don't know, but it's just me getting into this song. I already know how it goes, so that also helps, you know. Like I said before, man, I used to look at these songs and be like, man, I wish I was that fucking good. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. But honestly, man, nobody likes to hear it. But I sat okay, so I started back up playing guitar maybe 3 years ago. Those first 2, like I literally just started doing these this year. So from then to now, I taught myself how to play the backing tracks. I taught myself how to feel and shred. And I want to tell you the exercises that I did that was able to get me to this point of being able to learn these and play these. So growing up, I've always been a tab person. I could literally read a tab and play it at the same time. If you can push play and play it and it's not a complicated song, then I can play the whole song. I won't remember it when it's done, but I can read tab and play tab while it's playing. But I have friends that have only done it by ear. And so I started trying to learn how to do ear as well as tabs. That's how I'm picking up all these little accents in this song. But what I did for the longest time, man, and you can ask my wife, it annoyed the fuck out of her. I would literally sit here for hours to a metronome. Do that all the time. Then I got into reading about learning about scales and theory and stuff like that. I never knew. I played guitar for a part of my life, but I never thought about theory. I never thought about none of this stuff, you know. It was just, I got into playing it around the metalcore time, you know, and that's just, you know, shit like that. It's not as technical as this. It helped me with this, and it helped me with the bouncing between strings, and I do it a lot. A lot of people that I know that play guitar, they go all down, but for some reason I can't stop just alternate picking. Everything I do is just all alternate picking. But you know, whatever. So basically I got into learning the minor scale, and if you play guitar, you know the minor scale is. But what I did is I didn't just learn the first mode. I learned how to go all the way forward and all the way backwards. And once I was able to do that by learning it, and for the most part I can play the minor scale in any key. It may take me a couple seconds, but my favorite key to play in is D or B or A and sometimes C. But once I was able to learn more than just one mode, I started combining modes. So I started going like, and then once you are able to get that to a metronome, and you know, I've told people, you know, start at a metronome, and they're like, well, what should I start out at? Because I can play really fast, but that's not what you're achieving. I mean, in the long term, that is what you're achieving. But what you're really achieving is the clarity, the precision, and the timing between your left and right hand with a metronome, and it keeps you in time, obviously. But the difference between just this is, if you can do this and you can do it pretty good, get it to 100 BPMs or even lower than that, it doesn't matter, or on your way up to 100 BPMs. Concentrate on your right hand, concentrate on your left hand. Your right hand, try minimizing the distance between the strokes. And with this hand, I know it's hard for me, but sometimes I like to, it does that out of just doing it. I mean, I've tried to stop it. Sometimes you can't stop stuff that's, you know, like that. But minimize the distance between your string and your finger when lift off. Or work on these three. Or work on these three. Something that I don't know if it's like if I legitimately just came up with it, or if, you know, other people have done, like, do it too, but something that really helps me between giving these two and these two like a mind of their own is, so you walk down like this, right? then you just jump over here, then you jump back over here, then you jump back up. It's hard, it's complicated. It's hard, but it helps, you know. It helps with being able to with the hammer-ons of this hand and this one. So you can even stretch it as far as going. You know, and work on that. But don't just sit there and practice. If you're just getting into like doing scales and the metronome and all that stuff, this was my mistake. Is I literally, on doing these scales, I just went 1, 2, 3. But that got me into just doing 3 notes on everything. So when I got to actually learning Andy's stuff, I was fucked. Because it got me thinking from just doing 1, 2, 3 to 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 4 or something, you know. It got my brain thinking differently. So practicing these scales just help to get yourself in a better form. Don't just mix it up. You can do something like that. Something to where